Good morning, friends. In the last class, we have discussed regarding the third module, solar photovoltaic cells. So today we are going to begin the new module, fourth module, that is regarding wind energy, tidal power, and ocean thermal conversion. So in this module, we are going to study the various properties of the wind, availability of the wind energy in India, wind velocity, and power from the wind, and major problems associated with the wind power. Wind machines, types of wind machines, their characteristics, horizontal and vertical axis windmills, elementary design principles, coefficient of performance of windmill rotor, aerodynamic considerations of the windmill design, and some numerical examples. Also, we deal with the tidal power, definition of tides and waves, and tides and waves as energy suppliers and their mechanics, fundamental characteristics of tidal power, harnessing tidal energy and its limitations. Also, we are going to study ocean thermal energy conversion systems, principle of working of vortex systems, Rankine cycle, vortex power stations in the world, problems associated with the vortex. So what is wind? First thing, wind is a form of solar energy. So it is caused by uneven heating of atmosphere by the sun. The irregularities of the earth's surface and the rotation of the earth causes the wind to blow from one place to another place. The wind energy is the kinetic energy associated with the movement of the large masses of air. When air moves, this is called as wind. These motions result from uneven heating of the atmosphere by the sun, creating temperature, density, and pressure differences. Wind energy is an incident solar energy that is converted to indirect form of solar energy, and in contrast to the day and time, the viability of direct solar radiation, the wind energy can be available continuously throughout 24 hours, though it can vary from a great extent, including the no wind periods. This is clean, cheap, and eco-friendly renewable source. However, it is dispersed, erratic, and location-specific source. Wind energy is harnessed as mechanical energy with the help of wind turbine. The mechanical energy is thus obtained can be used as such to operate farm appliances. It can be converted to electrical energy and used locally or fed to a grid. Now, a generator which is coupled to the wind turbine is also known as aerogenerator. Very slow winds are useless, having no possibility of power generation. Strong winds are required to generate the power from the aerogenerator. On the other hand, very strong stormy winds cannot be utilized due to safety of the turbine. Moderate to high-speed winds, typically from 5 meters per second to about 25 meters per second, are considered favorable for most wind turbines. The global potential in winds for large-scale grid-connected power generation has been estimated as 9,000 into 10 to the power of 9 kilowatt-hour per year. It is also estimated that favorable winds for small-scale applications such as wind pumps, battery chargers, heaters, etc. they are available on about 50% of the Earth's surface. Some of the characteristics of the wind are we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss what is the wind energy estimation in India. So as we know that it is intermittent in nature, the wind power systems do not contribute to any pollution to the atmosphere, and utilization of wind energy for power generation does not consume any fuel, and it is also free from transportation of fuel. It is a renewable source of energy. It is available in dilute form. The availability of the wind energy varies over a day and also with the seasons. This necessitates the use of strong devices. In small scale, the wind energy is cheaper. When produced on large scale, it is competitive with conventional power generation system. So these are some of the characteristics of the wind energy. So now we come to the wind energy estimation in India. Wind power generation capacity in India has significantly increased in recent years. As of February 2021, the total installed wind power capacity was 38.789 gigawatt, the fourth largest installed wind power capacity in the world. The wind power capacity is mainly spread across the southern, western and northern regions. Wind power costs in India are decreasing rapidly. The levelized tariff of wind power reached a record of a low of rupee 2.43 per kilowatt hour during auctions for wind projects in December 2017. However, the levelized tariff increased to rupees 2.77 per kilowatt hour in March 2021. So these are the tables which show the wind power capacity and generation in India since 2015 and installed capacity by the state as of October 2019. So here in the first table you see financial year 2015-16, the installed capacity is 26,777 megawatt, generation in gigawatt is 28,604. So I will read the last row, that is 2019-20. It has been increased to 37,669 megawatt and generation in gigawatt has been increased to 64,485 gigawatt hour. Likewise, the installed wind capacity in the state as of October 2009, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala and others all together total 37,090.03 megawatt is installed. In that, Tamil Nadu stands first, 9,231.77 megawatt contribution from this state. Gujarat 7,203.77 contribution as the second state, and Maharashtra as the third state, contributing 4,794.13 megawatt. So Tamil Nadu's wind power capacity is 29% of India's total. So from the table you can see that 29% of contribution is from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a leader in the wind power in India. In Muppandal wind farm, the total capacity is 1500 megawatt, the largest wind power plant in India. The total installed wind capacity in Tamil Nadu is 7633 megawatt. During the fiscal year 2014-15, the electricity generation is 9.521 gigawatt hour with about 15% capacity utilization factor. Maharashtra is one of the prominent states that installed wind power projects, second to Tamil Nadu in India. As of end of March 2016, installed wind power capacity is 4655.25 megawatt. Gujarat have 16% of total capacity of country, which has installed a 51 megawatt wind energy farm in Bhuj in Gujarat. Nearly 4298 megawatt wind power plant has been installed in Rajasthan. In Madhya Pradesh, 25 wind energy generation stations have been commissioned in 2018 and are under successful operation, generating 15 megawatt. Around 55 megawatt production of wind power is installed in Kerala. The first wind farm of the state was set up in 1997 at Kanikonde in Palakkad. Odisha is a coastal state and has higher potential for wind energy. Also, it is pursuing to boost wind power generation in the state. Current installation capacity stands at 2.0 megawatt. Odisha has a wind power potential of 17,000 megawatt. However, it is not progressed like other states because of the huge coal reserves and number of existing and upcoming thermal power plants, which produces a surplus power in the state. The total installation in the West Bengal is 2.10 megawatt till December 2009 and Frazranji and 0.5 megawatt at Ganga Sagar. The Union Territory of Ladakh and Kargil and its Kargil district are potential wind energy areas and they are yet to be exploited. Wind speeds are higher during the winter months in Ladakh, which is complementary to the hydropower available during the summer months from the snow melt water. Being a Himalayan region located at the higher altitude, the heating energy requirements are high, which can be met by renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and hydropower. The Union Territory is yet to open its account in grid-connected wind power installations. So far, this Union Territory doesn't have any wind energy installed capacities. They are yet to open its account. So with this, the small introduction of the wind power systems, wind power energy is I have explained in this short video. So in the next class, we will have the derivation where we are going to study the wind power expressions, mathematical expressions, and a numerical problem on the wind power. So with this, I will conclude this short video and kindly go through this video and come prepared for the next class. Thank you very much.